and welcome to English Audio Lab. My name is Trevor, and I'm here to help you improve your English in a calm and simple way.
And I'm Alicia. It's great to have you with us. Today, we have a very common question to explore. How do you talk about your day without sounding boring?
That's a great topic, Alicia. I think we've all been there. Someone asks, "How was your day?" And we just say, "It was good."
Exactly, or I was busy. It feels like a missed opportunity to connect and practice our English.
It is, but don't worry. In this lesson, we're going to give you some wonderful, easy to use phrases to make your daily conversations more interesting and engaging. We'll make talking about your day fun. So, to start, I'll ask you, Alicia, how was your day today?
It was fine. I worked, I had lunch, pretty normal.
Okay, that's a perfect example of a simple answer. It's correct, but it doesn't invite more conversation. Can you try again? Tell me one small thing that was different or interesting about today.
Okay, let me think. Well, this morning was very rainy, so I decided to try a new coffee shop near my office. I was just hoping to stay dry, but it turned out to be a really lovely place. They had the best almond croissant I've ever tasted.
See, that is so much better. Now I want to know the name of that coffee shop. You shared a small story, a detail, and it made your answer so much more engaging. That's our goal today, adding those small, interesting details. Now, let's learn some key phrases to help you do this. The first one is for those days when truly nothing special happens. Instead of saying normal or boring, you can say it was pretty uneventful.
Uneventful. That means no special events happened, right?
Exactly. An event is something that happens. So an uneventful day is a quiet day. For example, my day was pretty uneventful, just the usual work and errands. It sounds a bit more thoughtful than just boring. Now, what if something good happened, even a small thing? You can use the phrase, the highlight of my day was. A highlight is the best or most exciting part.
Oh, I like that one. So for me, I could say the highlight of my day was discovering that new coffee shop.
Perfect. Or the highlight of my day was receiving a nice email from a client. It focuses on the positive. Next, for a very busy day, instead of just busy, you can say you had a hectic day or a hectic morning. Hectic, Hectic, means very busy and a little crazy.
I know that feeling. For example, I had a bit of a hectic morning with back to back meetings.
Yes, that's a great way to use it. It paints a much clearer picture than just I was busy. And our last phrase is for when a day starts badly but gets better. You can say, things started to look up. This is a lovely idiom that means things started to improve or get better.
So you could combine that with our other phrases, like, I had a hectic morning, but things started to look up in the afternoon.
You've got it. That's an excellent sentence. It tells a complete story of your day in just a few words. Those are excellent phrases for most days, but what about a day that wasn't good? It's important to be able to share that too, without being too negative.
That's a great point, Trevor. Sometimes a day is just difficult. In that case, you could say something like, it was a bit of a struggle today.
Exactly. A struggle means something was very difficult to do. It tells the other person that you had challenges, and they might ask, "Oh no, why?" Which opens a door for you to share more if you want to.
Okay, dialogue one. Imagine we are coworkers at the end of the day. I'll start. Phew, what a day. How was yours, Trevor?
It was really productive. The highlight of my day was finally solving that tricky problem with the software bug.
Oh, that's fantastic. I know you were working on that. My day was good too. I managed to finish my report ahead of schedule.
Great job. Time to go home and relax then. Okay, end of dialogue. Did you hear the key phrase? I said the highlight of my day was to share a positive success.
Ready for dialogue two? This time we are friends, catching up on the phone after a long day.
Hey Alicia, you sound tired. How was your day?
Oh, it was a lot. I had a really hectic morning. My computer crashed and I had two urgent deadlines.
Oh no, that sounds stressful.
It was, but thankfully things started to look up after lunch. The IT department fixed my computer and my boss was really happy with my work.
I'm so glad to hear that. You deserve a relaxing evening. In that dialogue, Alicia used two phrases. First, a really hectic morning to describe the stress. Then, things started to look up to show how the day improved.
Okay, one more. Dialogue 3. Here we are family members having a quiet chat in the evening. How was your day, dear?
To be honest, it was pretty uneventful. I had some meetings and did some work around the house. Oh, but I did get a call from my old friend from college, which was a nice surprise.
Oh, how wonderful. What did he have to say?
So there, I used pretty uneventful to describe a quiet day, but I still added one interesting detail, the phone call, to make the conversation continue. Now it's time for some speaking practice. We're going to say a few key sentences. First, you'll hear me say it slowly. Then, Alicia will repeat it slowly. Then you'll hear me say it at a natural speed, and Alicia will repeat it at a natural speed. Please repeat along with Alicia.
Okay, I'm ready. Let's do this together.
Sentence 1. Slow speed. The highlight of my day was getting your message.
The highlight of my day was getting your message.
Natural speed. The highlight of my day was getting your message.
The highlight of my day was getting your message.
Sentence 2. Slow speed. My morning was a bit hectic.
My morning was a bit hectic.
Natural speed. My morning was a bit hectic.
My morning was a bit hectic.
Sentence 3. Slow speed. It was pretty uneventful, but relaxing.
It was pretty uneventful, but relaxing.
Natural speed. It was pretty uneventful, but relaxing.
It was pretty uneventful, but relaxing.
Excellent work. Repetition is such a powerful tool for learning. And now for our final practice. This is your chance to think and speak. I will describe a situation. Then there will be a short pause for you to think of your own answer. After the pause, Alicia will share a possible answer.
Okay, let's begin. Don't worry about being perfect. Just try to use one of the new phrases.
Situation 1. Imagine your day was very busy. You had many tasks, but you finished them all. How was your day? Take a moment to think.
I might say, my day was pretty hectic, but I feel great because I got so much done.
Great answer. Now for situation 2. Imagine you had a normal day at work, but on your way home, you saw a beautiful sunset. How was your day? Think about your answer.
For that one, I could say, work was fine, but the highlight of my day was seeing the amazing sunset on my drive home.
Wonderful. You see how focusing on one small, beautiful moment can change your whole answer? Okay, last one. Situation 3. Imagine you were feeling a bit sad this morning, but then you had a lovely long phone call with a friend that made you feel happy. How was your day?
I could say, it started off a little rough, but things started to look up after I talked to my friend. I feel much better now.
That's a perfect way to describe it. You all are doing a fantastic job. We have covered a lot today. Let's quickly summarize. To make talking about your day more interesting, remember these tips. First, try to add one specific detail.
Like my almond croissant.
Exactly. Second, use more descriptive words. Instead of good or busy, try phrases like, the highlight of my day was, or my morning was a big hectic.
And for quiet days, we can use pretty uneventful to sound more natural.
Yes, the goal is not to give a long speech, it's to share a small piece of your life. This is how we build connections.
Your challenge for this week is to use just one of these new phrases in a real conversation. Notice how people react. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised.
That's a wonderful challenge, Alicia. Remember, every small conversation is a step forward. Be patient with yourself and have fun with it.
Thank you so much for joining us at the English Audio Lab today. We hope you feel more confident about talking about your day.
Keep practicing, and we'll see you in the next lesson. Goodbye for now.